Hello, and welcome to the Bunsold 8th grade band concert. We are excited to share this experience with you tonight. Our music will take you on a journey from a march to the beautiful Song of Hope, and end with some music that reflects this snowy time of year.
Before we begin, please, we need to review some concert etiquette. Out of respect for the performers on stage and your fellow audience members, please take a moment to silence or turn off your cell phone and other electronic devices.
We ask that if you need to leave or return to your seat, you do so in between songs, once the applause has started. Lastly, please help us take care of our beautiful auditorium and assist our custodial staff by making sure you are not eating during the performance, and by making sure you don't accidentally leave trash behind after the concert.
This first piece you will be hearing tonight is March Chromatica by Mark Williams. This piece is traditionally styled in march in 6/8 times. The 8th grade band has to develop our skills in 6/8 times and the chromatic scale at the same time, which has been a good challenge for us. Let this piece demonstrate the chromatic scale in a superb, interesting way of letting you hear what it means it can be used to us.
We'd like to take a few minutes to thank everyone that helps make this concert possible. Thank you to the staff at Bunsold for their support of the band program. Thank you to Mr. Hall for recording our concert tonight. Thank you to the band boosters for their financial and volunteer support.
Lastly, we'd like to thank you all, our family and community, for supporting us. After a month of hard work, it is great to get to share this musical moment with you. We'd also like to thank you all for all you do to support us in our everyday life. You help set us up for success here at Bunsold. It takes a village to raise a band, and we've got a great village. Thank you.
Song of Hope is written by James Swearingen. Mr. Swearingen is an iconic composer in the band world and has spent most of his career teaching band in Grove City, Ohio. This piece has challenged our band to develop a sound and create an expressive performance for you all today. Allow this slow-paced and harmonic melody to fill your ears with warm sounds in such a cold winter season. Please enjoy Song of Hope by James Swearingen.
At this time, we'd like to invite Michelle Basham up to the stage to talk about how the Band Boosters support the band program. The Band Boosters are one of the key reasons that the band program is successful at Maysville.
Whether you prefer to volunteer your time to write a check, we encourage you to think about how your skills can help aid the band program through the boosters. Please help us welcome Ms. Basham.
Blizzard Morning is a piece.
Good evening. I like to move around, so I need a mobile mic. This is one of my favorite things to do at this time of year is come to a band concert. I don't know, it just kind of makes everything feel better. And like the students said, it's not cheap to run a band. You'll notice that we have a bunch of instruments here in the center, and they look pretty sad. Kind of looks a little bit like the land of misfit toys. And they don't fix them and just give them back to us without an invoice. So, there are boxes being passed around. We ask that if you have some cash that you'd like to donate, please go ahead. However, we don't just do cash anymore. So you'll notice that there's a very lovely QR code here. We also have one in your program, you know, in case you don't want to walk up to the front. We have partnered with a nonprofit called Zeffy. So instead of Square that we pay a bunch of money to, Zeffy gives us 100% of what you donate. So if you prefer to do it electronically, we'll take that. And if you want to do cash, we'll take that too. We appreciate anything that you can help us out with because, you know, they don't give us the music as a gift, even though that would be fantastic. So if you can help us rescue these instruments from the land of misfit toys with a little bit of cash or an electronic donation, that would be fantastic. And again, you did hear the students say volunteering. So we're going to talk more about that at the next concert, and then you'll hear it a lot if your student is at the high school next year. Thank you, and enjoy the concert.
Blizzard Morning is a piece written by Corey McBride. Mr. McBride is a percussionist and band teacher in Owen, Iowa. This is what Mr. McBride says. Peace. Blizzard Morning was composed quite literally in the midst of one of the most intense winter storms I have ever experienced during my lifetime. As you enjoy this piece, listen for the sounds of the winter wind blowing newly fallen snow in every direction, creating drifts of snow many feet deep. Mix that with an intense sound of the piece, and you got yourself a blizzard warning.
Let this frigid piece composed in the midst of a blizzard provide you with a feel of fast-moving action. Please enjoy Blizzard Warning by Corey McBride.
Before the final piece of the concert, we would like to review end of concert procedures. At the end of the concert, 8th grade band members will return to the band room to put their instruments away and then return to strike the stage.
Once 8th graders are done striking the stage, they will exit the south band room and door wait in the south cafeteria for an adult to claim them. If you'd like to assist us in striking the stage, chairs go over square pieces of tape in the band room. Stands go over the triangular pieces of tape. And percussionists can help you find a home for our percussion equipment.
If you hadn't had a chance yet, we encourage you to check out the student artwork in the front of the auditorium. Thank you again to all of our student art makers, program note writers, speakers, ushers, and program designers.
Snowscape is a piece of music written by Randall Strandrich. This song will drag you along a snowy field of wonder and Wisby with its festive and fun atmosphere. Here's what Mr. Strandrich has to say about Snowscape.
This work attempts to illustrate the feeling of waking up on a cold winter's day and looking out into the snow-covered landscape. Trees peek from beneath blankets of white and icicles dangle from every surface. The snow continues to fall, and the snowflakes, snowdrifts, and ice reflect alike, creating a dazzling and merry scene.
Children can be seen playing and building snowmen. Grabbing your coats and mittens, you run outside into the bracing cold to join them, laughing all the way. We hope you enjoy Snowscape by Randall Standridge.